I was getting into trouble at school because I could never sit still, and they thought I had some kind of Tourette's or something because I kept twitching and moving, and actually I was constantly hearing rhythms in my head. This has stuck with me to this day, and I've just found my journey to here 50 years later. Through a combination of making massive mistakes, working with all the wrong people, deciding to go it solo and run my own label. It was a really exciting thing to do. If you make music and you want people to hear it, there's no better way of doing it than to do it yourself.
You just try and make it, and it's terrible to begin with. Just make terrible music for years until eventually you suddenly hit on something and someone's like, oh, that's a good tune. Parts of drum and bass are really heavy, but then it's also got the lighter, sort of jazzier side about it, and that's what got me into it.
I love you.
Just when you thought as a DJ that you were in your comfort zone, who should come along but Dolby with Atmos? Suddenly, we've got three-dimensional sound to think about.
It's quite forward-thinking with its production values. People are always trying to push boundaries, whether it's on a sound design aspect or with mix downs or just different ways of approaching how it's made.
There's no better genre of music to really get your teeth into 3D mixing and proper immersion. I knew this was home for me musically because of the duality of it, the fact that you can have these highly energetic, quite fast rhythms and a very slow, languid bass line and atmospheric stuff going on.
The more atmospheric tracks, I'm a bit more excited. It's called Dolby Atmos, for God's sakes, but the stuff with a lot of texture and different layers that I can manipulate with the software to get it to do what I want it to do.
I want to keep people on the dance floor, so there has to be enough pressure and weight in the sound, but I also want some really interesting stuff to happen. Suddenly my sound can rise up to the roof, and then this kind of little bleepy riff that used to go left to right or stay in the middle can actually ping around the room. And these beautiful warm pads I spent so long creating, they can really envelop people.
It would be so unique to suddenly see people going, oh wow, and so you notice like different elements within the music, backwards, like going backwards and forwards and ping-ponging around, and however you want to be able to use it creatively as an artist to get the fullest. It sounds cheesy, but it's like you can take people on a bit more of a journey and just engage them a bit more and just make it a thing to participate in.
All of our studio producers, we are all control freaks, and we like to manipulate everything, have absolutely everything where we want it to be. This suddenly takes it onto several different levels, and I'm loving the journey. There's so much more to do. I feel like we've only just started, really.